Hi, I'm Erin with Body of Light Studio. Thanks for joining today. A client, Karen, requested a morning routine to do in bed to help open up her body. And if you're in bed, you probably have a pillow. If you're not doing this in bed, you may want a blanket or a pillow for underneath your head. And we're gonna start lying down on your back. You know you need the pillow under your head if when your head is flat, your chin is higher than your forehead and the back of your neck is shortening. You want to lengthen the back of your skull away from your neck so the throat is evenly open on all sides, front, back, side to side. And then you'll just cross your right knee over your left knee. You can rest your hands on your body or down by your sides. And we'll just start to rock the spine. So you're going to inhale and let the knees drop a little to the right, and exhale back to center. You'll just keep going like that, inhaling as the knees sway right, exhaling as the knees come back to center. And as you move, feel the transfer of weight across the back of your pelvis. Feel which parts of your spine are responding to this twist. So you might notice that the lumbar spine is getting dragged a little bit down away from the skull. Maybe you feel the tug on the spine a little higher up. You might even feel the sensation all the way up into the sternum and even the chin nodding slightly down as the knees rock. Not trying to force it, just observing where you are now. And then you'll come back to center, uncross your knees, place your feet standing. Feel the difference between the two halves of your body, and we'll switch sides. So I like to always pause in between. Go ahead and start swaying knees to the left as you inhale, in between the right and left sides, just to see the effects of the movement on the body. And as you breathe, which parts of your ribs are responding to your breath? Where do your ribs move as you inhale? Maybe there's some spots that you can identify as kind of like frozen, not moving. Maybe there's black holes in your awareness. Just checking in. Take one more breath here. And then back to center, uncross your legs, place your feet standing, and now you'll cross again your right knee over your left knee. You can hug your knees into your chest. You can hold on to the back of your left thigh, or maybe the fronts of your knees. Now as you inhale, sense the stretch, the opening of your pelvic floor. Send your inhale all the way down into your pelvis. Feeling the tissue of the pelvic floor expand as you breathe in. And as you exhale, the front body drops, the abdomen falls into the back body. Shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed, eyes wide. Take another inhale. And exhale, you can step your left foot down, uncross your legs, feet standing. Check in, observe. And we'll do the other side. You cross your left knee over your right knee, hug your knees into your chest. Try to do a symmetrical hold on both sides, or not a symmetrical, but like the same hold on both sides. So if on the other side you held one knee, you'll do the same grip that you did on the other side. You might need to rock a little bit side to side until you find the best line of tension here. And as you inhale, your back ribs are spreading wide across the floor, maybe wide across your bed. Imagine that your breath, as you breathe in, could move down into the ground underneath you and down into your pelvis. Shoulders relaxed, back of the neck long. Tongue is resting at the roof of the mouth. There's space between the back teeth, the throat is open. Take another inhale and exhale. You can let your right foot stomp down, hands by your sides, uncross your legs. And one more time, cross your right knee over your left knee. This time you're going to take your knees over to the left and either widen your right arm out to the right at shoulder height, or if you want a little bit deeper stretch, you can take your right arm up on the angle, on the diagonal towards like 2 o'clock. Let your head turn to the right if that feels okay on your neck. If not, you can keep your head straight up to the ceiling. Take your left hand, place it on the top of your right pelvis, or maybe your right greater trochanter if you can identify where that is, or even just the top of your right thigh, and push the right leg, pelvic half away from your rib cage. So you're getting long in the right waist. As you inhale, fill your right lung, so the right ribs widen out to the right, and as you exhale, let your right lung drop down to the ground behind you. Maybe your head turns, maybe your shoulder drops more heavily down to the ground. Take one more inhale here. And exhale. Bring your hands down by your sides. Inhale, exhale, navel to spine, knees to center. Uncross your legs, place your feet standing. Feel the difference between the two sides of the body. Then we'll do the other side. You cross your left knee over your right knee. Gently take the knees over to the right. And you'll lengthen your your left arm up on the diagonal. Maybe the left arm reaches straight out to the side. Be at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Head can gaze up towards your hand or up to the ceiling. Your right hand is going to lengthen your left pelvic half, the left leg away from you. Imagine that your left lung is so long and big, it extends all the way down to your left pelvic half, and you're inhaling into the very bottom of this extra long lung. Letting your shoulders release, especially that right shoulder since you're working your right arm. As you exhale, the left lung releases down into the ground. Take another inhale. And exhale, hands come down by your sides, navel into the spine, untwist, and place your feet standing. And you can roll over to your side, and we'll come up onto your hands and your knees. And let's just do some pelvic circles. So you're gonna imagine that you have like a flashlight shining straight out from your tail, and you're making circles on the wall behind you with your pelvis. The rest of your body can respond, but your attention for this movement is in the pelvis. Switch directions, tail circling. Notice where your circle is very round, where your circle is not so round. You get a really round circle on all aspects of the circle. And again, switch directions, make your circle a little faster. And switch, really fast circles, as fast as you can go. And then come to a neutral spine. Grow the crown of your head away from your tail. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the shins down, press the arms down, and round into a cat spine. So like an angry cat, you're arching your spine to the ceiling. Shoulders glide down the back towards your pelvis. Clavicles, upper trapezius, tops of the shoulders are broad. Triceps are spiraling back. Thumbs are stretching towards one another. Take an inhale. Exhale, deepen the curve of your spine to the ceiling. And then start from your tailbone. Start to lift your tail, articulating through the spine, growing long through the sides of the waist. As you come into a cow, you're going the other direction. Now you're extending the spine. Inhale. And on your exhale, round into a cat. Push the floor away with your hands. Press the shins down. Shoulder blades draw down the ribs towards the pelvis. Inhale to a cow. Triceps are still spiraling back. Thumbs are spreading towards one another. Exhale, push the palms down, stretch your fingers, root the pointer finger knuckle and round into a cat. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhaling cow. Growing longer through the lumbar spine, the sides of the waist, so you're not collapsing into the lumbar spine. Exhale, cat. Spread the palms, press the shins. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then again, come into a neutral spine, growing the crown of your head away from your tail. And C-curve your head and your tail towards one another to the right. So you're shortening the right side of your spine and you're lengthening the left. And then come back to neutral, take an inhale, exhale to go the other way. Your left ear is listening to your left hip. Your tail is trying to tickle your left ear. Inhale, neutral, exhale, C-curving to the right. And back through center. Let's do 1 more time to the left. This time, you're gonna keep your head and your tail to the left for a moment. And now round through center, you're coming into a cat. Arc the other way, you're C-curving to the right. Inhale through cow. Exhale, C-curve left. Head releases down, you're in a cat. C-curve to the right. Cow, inhale, exhale, C-curve left, and into the cat. Let's do 1 more round that direction. Inhale right, and cow, exhale left, and cat. We're gonna go the other way. C-curve to your left. Inhale, lift your head and your tail. Exhale, C-curve to the right. Head and the tail drop down. You'll keep going that direction. C-curve shortening the left side of the spine. Lengthening the sides of the waist as you come into cow. C-curve, the right side of the spine shortens. And then flex the spine, cat. Let's do 3 more in that direction. Inhale, you're tracing circles with your head and your tail. Your ribs are rolling around inside the body. I feel like a cement truck when I do this, getting the lungs to roll inside the cage of the ribs. 1 more time. And you'll come back to a neutral spine. Toes together, knees wide apart, and you'll press back towards a child's pose. If your sitting bones, your pelvis, don't touch your legs, if you have space between your heels and your seat, then you can put your pillow right underneath your thighs on tops of your heels. You might even want to have a little more height under your head. You can stack your hands under your head. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Your ribs are widening out to touch your inner thighs. And then rest your head on the ground, hands underneath your shoulders. Roll yourself up to sit. And I'll face you for this one. So you're gonna start kneeling and you'll just sit off to the left side of your heels. If your pelvis doesn't reach the ground or the bed, whatever you're on, you can put your pillow underneath your left pelvic half. And then you'll do a little side bend. You can gaze up underneath your left arm or down towards the ground at your right hand. This is a lot on your shoulder. You can hold the back of your head with your left hand. Just make sure that your left shoulder is still dropping down. If you've got the hand behind your head, you're lifting up through your elbow, stretching the arm, you're gonna bow the ribs. Well, everybody's gonna bow the ribs to the left. And then you'll round through center and you'll shift your hips over to your right. And then check in, maybe on this side you need a little bit of height where you didn't before. I actually do need some padding on this side in order to feel grounded. And you'll inhale up and over the top and side bend. You can again hold onto the back of your head, reach up through your elbow or lengthen your arm, and then you deepen the side bend through the waist, along the rib cage, along the armpit. Take an inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, round through center. Let's do that 1 more time each side. inhale, sweeping the left arm up and over, deepening the side bend as you exhale. Stay for an inhale, find a lift of your heart, and on your exhale, a tiny twist underneath your left armpit, so you're turning to the left. Take another breath in, and on your exhale, you round through center, and we'll do one more time. Other side, take your right arm up, like you're painting the sides of the room with your fingertips, and then exhale. You've got some warm honey pouring out of your right ear. Take a breath in, a little twist to your right as you exhale. Letting your right shoulder release down your back. Let's take another inhale here, and exhale. And then you'll come up through center, sitting on your heels. If this is not comfortable, you can place a pillow or a blanket on tops of your heels so you're a little bit lifted. You're gonna interlace your fingers. Notice which finger is on top. I've got my right pointer finger on top. Flip your palms and inhale, stretch the arms all the way up. Let the ribs go nice and high up the back. Shoulders nice and high up the back. Sides of the sacrum anchoring down. And then just relax the shoulders down. Spread your thumbs. Rotate your triceps, the backs of your arms forward, and extend the elbows like you're trying to hug the arms onto the sides of your head. Hands release down, and we'll switch sides. So put your left pointer finger on top, flip the palms, stretch your thumbs. You're rotating your triceps down to the ground, and inhale, arms stretch up. When you stretch the arms up, you may notice that you kind of push the kidneys forward, or you flare the front ribs open. You want to keep the sacrum anchoring down and lifting up through the front of the spine. Shoulders released, crown of the head tall, arms straight. Inhale, and exhale, release your hands into your lap. Thanks for joining this morning. Have a great day. Good work. Bye.